Okay.
Yeah. Save every disciple.
So the more we use water, the more.
Inside. No problem. We have room.
And this is very light. It's like a family here, huh?
Yes, Master.
My sister.
Like a dream. Okay, don't wake up. We have guests, in the house, so we cook for everyone. Food ready, yum yum.
Delicious.
Yeah. He ate already lunch and he ate his lunch already. He just likes to feel the love. Okay, just a snack, alright? Come away. Two, three. What is that? Anyway. I love you. Love you. All right, and it's good. It's good. So how are you today?
Good.
Cold?
Good.
Feel cold?
No.
No?
Have blanket.
Have blanket, have everything?
Yeah.
Tonight you better sleep inside, okay? And sit inside. And you sleep anyway, wherever, but what I mean is inside, okay? Why do I have to yell at you? Huh? So that you will do some meditation. Otherwise you just sit there, I don't know what you meditated on. Yeah? It doesn't look like you meditate on some heaven, just something else. And then some are meditating very rhythmatically, Yeah? And some meditate more quietly. On the neighbor's shoulders or on the tree. Yeah. Okay. At night, the more you're awake, the better, okay? You will hear things, you will see things better. Hmm? But you pass it all. You have it. You have it all. You let it all pass by, because you're not awake, especially nighttime. Many things you should know, you should see, but you pass it all. And then you tell me, Master, I don't see anything. How can you see when your eyes closed? Physical and third eye, but all three closed, because only your mouth open. Maybe you can see with your mouth. I don't know. Some people can. Yeah, it's okay. I just feel sorry for you because you have very short time here. Okay? Very short time. 3-4 days, right? You like to stay longer, right? No, you don't. No, it's just good time, right? 1 week is good time, right? Holiday, okay? Do you take anything supplement for your cancer stuff? After cancer?
No,
No?
no. They just said vitamin D to bring my vitamin D level up and aspirin.
But many other vitamin also, multi as well, okay, huh? I was trying to get something for you, but they say I don't have it there. I don't know where it is anymore. Maybe at the SMC center. Are you here until when?
Friday, Master.
What day is today?
Wednesday night, Master.
Wednesday. Okay. Maybe I can get it for you. Maybe.
Thank you, Master.
Yeah. To reproduce cells, new cells. 'Cause cancer, they eat up all the cells. But you look so healthy. I don't know. When you first came, I saw you. I thought you had cancers. But you look so healthy. I thought, no, I talk nonsense. I think nonsense. Yes. That's why I asked you to make sure. Sometimes stress also, to bring ulcer or cancer, no? Stress. But you're not stressy person. You're good just because over there is a different energy and you got it bad. You see, you worked in the other hospital long years now. You had nothing,
No.
and you changed it just a few months, and then you got bitten, huh?
Yes.
Beaten up.
Indeed.
People do bring us trouble. Believe it. Some people are categorized as disease. No, it's not my word. It's heaven's category. I was surprised when I first learned about it. I didn't know people has label. They label some people like dung,
Right.
Dung
Right.
mean, scheiße. Excuse me. Dung, yeah. Some people label as disease. Some people label as garbage. Some people label as harmful. Some as good. Some as okay. Yeah. But rarely. Yeah. People who are classified as disease, they can affect you. Even affect master too. Yeah. I had it many times. So people who assist you, who are next to you, you help you, doesn't always mean good for you. Understand? They can transmit this kind of energy to you. Because even though they are in human body, but they carry different energy due to former life. Yeah, former life. Or due to their insincerity. Nah? They don't practice well, don't really practice inside, and they carry all this bad energy and affect people. No? I was really surprised that some human are categorized as dung, D-U-N-G. Yeah, some are categorized as evil even. Yeah, even or demon, even though they carry the human body, just outside. Inside they are already deep in hell. Yeah. And so it's not for no reason that your patients have cancers, okay? And then you're just too deep in it. Everywhere, just a cancer hospital, and you don't have enough time to wash, to recover, and to meditate. And yeah, you come home, you're busy with husband, children, and many other homework from the hospital as well. You don't have enough time, right?
Exactly, Master.
And then
basically you work 10 and a half, 11
Yeah,
hour
yeah.
days.
Doctor's work is, I'm telling you, I'm glad I'm not a doctor. I had a husband as a doctor I knew. He worked, sometime non-stop for 2-3 weeks. At night, can't sleep. Stay in the hospital. At home, on call. Anytime, beep, beep, then he has to run. Even weekend, holiday, doesn't matter. Sometimes he doesn't have enough energy to even talk to his wife. Yeah, so tired,
Yes.
Too much demanded physically, emotionally, mentally stressed in the hospital and cannot sleep, emergency at night. And it's incredible. Doctors are really saints. That's why I don't know why you have to study with me. You're saying already. I can't. Yeah. And you go home, you meditate on the patient's history and future and present. Yeah. You can't just turn it off. I can't turn it off here either, If any problem, it stay with me in the night. And sometimes I can't sleep because of that. Yeah, just different patients here. Yeah? Okay? Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. I was thinking that maybe I have that kind of medicine. I will give it to you. I have some. I took half of it. Not half, just a few scoop. I still have some of it. I give it to you if I cannot find it.
Thank you,
So
Master.
I'm not
Thank
sure if
you.
I can find it. SMC, I will give it to you. Already open,
Thank you,
but it's
Master.
still okay. It's clean, okay?
Yes,
Just scoop it out,
Yes.
and I will tell you what to do. Okay, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. And then before you finish, you order it from Switzerland
From
or
Switzerland.
even Singapore or maybe in America as well.
Right.
Check online where they sell 'em.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And this one is to attack some of the dead cells, throw them out, and make new cells. Supposed to. Try it, okay?
Thank you,
If
Master.
you feel better, then it's good. If you don't, It's free. I don't have time to take it, honestly.
Right, right.
Yeah, it's supposed to keep you young and all that. They advertise a lot with all the Miss World, Miss Hong Kong, Miss Singapore. They all put it in there. It's for advertisement in the leaflet. I would like to be looking like that, but I have no time. I forgot. I forgot to even eat, and I don't know what I do. I cannot tell you. I give to you to try, hey?
Thank you,
Okay.
Master.
If
Thank
you
you.
feel more energetic and better, that means it's working. You can feel the effect right away.
Okay.
It
okay.
will have signal right away. It's just whether or not you have enough time or care enough to continue to take in at least 6 months.
Thank you,
Okay.
Master. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Enough for. I cancel the cancer, okay? I'm
you,
so
Master.
sorry. It's not fun. I'm laughing, but I know it's a big suffering for you. It has been. And apart from that, it's your life is hanging in balance. You don't know if you're going to die or not. Because you're never sure with this thing, cancer.
Yes.
People also give you sickness also. Some people do. If you're unlucky to have a wife, a husband, or I don't mean your husband, he's a good guy. He's a good one, and you both are good together, and I'm happy. It's just that some people bring in bad energy, bad luck to you. Maybe former enemy, also a low level. They bring you disease. Yeah, they bring you disease at the long term, and you don't know it. You don't know it until it hits you, but you don't know that it's your partner or your assistant or your driver or your housemate or housekeeper. You don't even know. That is the thing. Yeah, not everybody can know it. But sometimes you can sense it, You can sense contradicting energies, and it make you sick, make you ill, make you sad and angry and vexed. And then these things bring poison, breathe poison into your body, inside your body. It produces poison when you're too angry, too sad, too vexed, too provoked, like yesterday. And in the long run, it seep into you, all over your cells, your system, and destroy you. Your body, make you sick. Yeah, people can make you sick. Apart from making you angry and all that, some people are just quietly make you sick because they carry this energy that heaven categorized them like disease. A person is categorized as a disease, meaning they carry this disease energy and they affect other people if they stay along with them. Understand? I know too
Yes,
many.
Master.
I know too many. I know too many. I just had to bear it for their sake, just to balance out the karma for them. But I
Yeah.
suffer a lot. Yeah. And
So-
some people are categorized as garbage, garbage. Rubbish. Yeah. Look at you. Yeah, you're spoiled. You're being loved. He likes to be loved.
So, Master, you said that love it comes with a price. Love comes with a price.
Yeah, yeah.
And is that only in this world? In other heavenly worlds, does it come with a price as well, or is it mainly just here on Earth?
Only here. Only here,
here.
baby. Only
Yeah.
here. No. Heaven, no. That's why it's called heaven.
That's right.
Whatever, the place that categorized as heaven don't have trouble like this. They enjoy. Even lower heaven, they enjoy. And similar to here, it's just manifold more pleasure and easy life, Like in heaven, some heaven, they have nothing to do, just go pluck flower and decorate it themselves. Whatever they like to eat, it just come to them,
Right.
And they enjoy each other like husband and wife stuff. Just they don't have this physical thing like us, yes, but they do have close contact and they do have emotional attachment to each other. Enjoy each other's company. So actually, if you really love your husband and wife, then both should practice, and then wherever he go, you go. Yeah, you can make a choice. Anything else?
And the sixth level, you said about the sixth race. Are they visible or invisible?
Invisible.
Invisible as well, right? Okay.
But they have to protect themselves if they live on this planet. Ne? That's why they live on the one new island, new continent. Invisible, but they can manifest themselves sometimes to come out, you know, to do some work, to help, to have fun, to check out for fun. They don't need it. I'm just saying fun the way they're fun, not the way we fun. Okay? Yeah.
Right.
But mostly they don't need to be in a physical body. What for? They don't need to eat. Huh? They don't need to couple. They don't need to drive car. They don't need airplane. They don't need flashlight. They don't need furniture. Whatever they need, they manifest. Right there. Yeah. But it's very invisible. Visible to them. But not visible to us. Thank God. Otherwise, do you think everybody would go there, you know, commercialize it or forced to take it home because it will be too beautiful. Too beautiful. Their houses, you know, their sparkling water, their bright walls and their see-through roof and, you know, their gold paved road and their diamond studded bathroom, if they even have a bathroom, you know, ponds and lakes and stuff like that, sparkling like diamonds and jewelry everywhere. If we only know it, then it won't last long. Jewelry will be gone in no time. Yeah? Yeah, imagine 50 kilometer deep underground. They should dig to get it up. How it just appear like that, you know, on the earth, on the surface of the earth. You think we will leave it? Just looking, just checking only. No touchy feely, no tachygraphy, huh? We would do all that. Yeah. Even don't take, but the curiosity alone would flooded the whole continent with tourists. And you know who else even, yeah? And how will they be able to live in peace, huh? Okay, yeah. They already want to go to Mars. Such a, you know, such a very, austere planet. And promise nothing, but they seem to see something underground, and they want to come already. And they're already practicing, planning, building a vehicle to go. Understand? So far like that, and so dangerous a journey. Yeah, I still want to go. Not to talk about Pacific. If if the continent manifested physically, Oh, told you already, they even sell in the moon. They don't even go there to live. Maybe they think maybe one day or just buy it for fun because they had money. Understand?
And you said for us to practice diligently so that our consciousness would sort of merge with what the sixth level beings would bring down. Is that would I understand that correctly? Or
No,
not?
they just came to bless us.
Ah, okay.
I don't think any of you can merge with the sixth level. Fifth is already a lot. Yeah. He's making friends with everybody. Good boy. Good boy. You are a good boy. Yeah. I'm proud of you. Are you making friends with me as well or not? Can I have a handshake now? Oh, that's a TV. That's my double. I love you. Yes. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for being my friend. Yeah. Thank you for being my friend. You are my best of friend. You're beautiful. And you're a good boy. Are you getting bigger all the time or am I wrong? Bigger and taller or only 4 years old, and had gone through so much suffering. That's why I love him so much. Otherwise, there are many dogs similar, bigger even. Yeah, but nobody more beautiful than you, huh? Don't worry, okay? I've seen 250 and I took you alone. Yeah. You're welcome. Right. Can you go and get me something for him to eat? From there, and water and some bone from the chair. Yeah. Do you need help? Food from there? Oh, maybe, yeah. Okay, can I have some of the biscuits? We have some of the bowl in the kitchen, empty bowl. Do anybody know about it? Huh? No. Bring the whole thing here. There is a bowl empty for him somewhere or not? Nobody know? Nobody know? Oh, you beautiful.
There's a water bowl next to his.
Water bowl is different.
different, right.
Empty bowl for the food, so he don't have to eat on the ground. But the ground is clean, okay, but I don't want to dirty the carpet because you're sitting on it. You want some of this? Say yes. Say please. Or say I love you. Same language all the time. Huh? Everybody understood your language. Huh? Okay, we're gonna have it. So every day you come here, play the clown like this, huh? Cheer up everybody. They sit all day sleeping, and now they have to wake up and laughing, right? Is that correct? Can you go and look at a plastic ball or something? Anything. Plastic ball also fine. Plastic container. That's water. Or empty one. Good. That's what I meant. Very good. There, baby. Enjoy. Yeah. Okay. He likes this kind of food. Yeah. He has his food, but he didn't eat much. Can you pull it? Pull it. Don't touch. Pull it. Come on. Okay, you done with my dogs? Can I begin now? Cannot stare at master now, stare at dog. Master's dog. Yeah, put it there.
It's not on the chair outside.
What? No more bone?
No.
No more bag? Oh, finished? Oh.
Should I ask inside?
No. Okay. They also don't know where I put it. Oh, I put it inside, but maybe they don't know. In the refrigerator. You don't know how. Okay, you ask the girl. No, never mind. I call them. You stay. I forget. I could call, huh? I forgot. Sorry, I have magic. This is your restaurant now? Every day come here for food? The other food is more nutritious. Hello? Okay. 你据我你知道狗的那个骨头长得怎么样是吗？在我的冰箱里面有几种啊？那个小塑胶包里面有骨头，咖啡色那种骨头，听懂吗 ？OK， 不是，那个蓝色袋子里面有咖啡色的骨头，不然的话拿那种小小的给 Benny 那种，那边也有2种 ，OK， 哎，哪一种都可以带过来客厅这边 ，OK 哈，带来这个集合的地方在里面 ，OK， Thank you。Okay, I read you the story, okay? Buddha story, yeah. according to Buddhism and the believer and tradition, when you read sutra and all that, you have to put on incense, flower, and bow to the sutra first and thank all the Buddhas and Bodhisattva in 10 directions, all respectfully, before you read it, okay? And then you cover the sutra also with silk, beautiful cloth, and I just make it more popular. Yeah, more easy, simple. And I apologize to all the Buddha. I say if I done something wrong, according to the tradition, my heart is full of respect. It's just that I cannot always do that. So please, all the sin, whatever I've done wrong, is all on me. At least other people, they hear the names of the Buddha, according to the sutta, they will get benefit. Yes. This story was given by, this instruction or story was given by the teacher while he was while he was in residence, or just while he resided at Jetavana in Savatthi, with reference to a certain Brahmin. He probably still like one more. He opened and put it down for him. He don't eat his food, look at that. Sometimes he like the other food, but if he come here, he just like to eat this. Have it. You're so big already. Look at you, huh? I'm glad there's no more gathering soon. Otherwise, he get fat. He's gonna miss you guys. Yeah, he's gonna come here and look around and don't see anybody. The story goes that early one morning, this Brahmin went out of the city, stopped at the place where the monks put on their robes. Oh, okay. Yeah. Can't tell it's on James Bond. Yeah, after. Oh, this is a big one. Oh, so big and thick. Normally he can only eat one like this per day, but he ate many times. I can give him all this. It's too big. Because he ate already the whole day. We give a little, Otherwise it's too much. It's for teeth, actually. It's not the food. It make you fat. It just tastes good, and they are hooked on it. Okay, when you finish that, wow, he likes the biscuits, gosh. After you're gone, no, we do have some of this at home too. Sometimes just for little snacks, but here he eat it for dinner. You look at that, so enjoying, my gosh. Oh, because he didn't eat his food, that's why. He just come here. No wonder you follow me all the time, come here, huh? What, you done? No more. You eat the other food. It's more nutrition, okay? There you go. There. I know, that's a problem with him. This is not very interesting, but I don't know. Oh, we read all this already, right? Except the certain Brahmin. I've been thinking. Okay, the story goes, never mind, huh? Did I read a certain Brahmin? Not yet, huh? The one who make road and all that? No. The story goes that early one morning, this Brahmin, because I read already, so it looked familiar, I thought I read it to you. Went out of the city, stopped at the place where the monks put on their robes, and stood and watched them as they put on their robes. Now, in this place, there was thickly overgrown grass. As one of the monks put on his robe, the edge of the robe dragged through the grass and became wet with drops of dew. Thought the Brahmin to himself, the grass should be cleared away from this place. So on the following day he took his mattock, went there, cleared the place and made it as clean and smooth as a threshing floor. The day after, he went to that place again. As the monks put on their robes, he observed that the edge of the robe of one of the monks dropped to the ground and dragged in the dust. Thought the Brahmin, sand should be sprinkled here. So he brought sand and sprinkled it on the ground. He's doing good things for the monks. Yeah. Now one day before breakfast, the heat was intense. On this occasion, he noticed that as the monks put on their robes, sweat poured from their bodies. It's hot, no? Hot over there, huh? Cold here. You feel cold outside today, huh? Yeah? No? But evening cold, right? Okay, if you feel cold, you must go inside, okay? It's not worth it to catch a cold, huh? So he, on this occasion, he saw that when the monks put on their robe because the weather is hot, so he thought he saw the sweat pour from their bodies. So the Brahmin thought to himself, "Here I ought to make a shelter, for the monks." He's a good boy, huh? Yeah. Accordingly, he caused a shelter to be erected. Again, one day, early in the morning, it rained. On this occasion also, as the Brahmin watched the monks, he noticed that their robes were wetted by the drops of rain. Thought the Brahmin, "Here I ought to cause a hall to be erected." So there he caused a hall to be erected. This is really elaborated translation, to the letter, except when they call a teacher instead of Buddha. And instead of "thus I have heard," he just say, "This instruction was given in such and such place." Okay. In English, we would just simplify, which is thus he built a hall. Okay? Or I asked someone to build a hall. Okay. When the hall was finished, he thought to himself, "Now I will hold a festival in honor of the completion of the hall." Accordingly, he invited the order of monks presided over by the Buddha, seated the monks within and without the hall, and gave alms. Yeah. Give alms, give food or offering clothes or whatever the monks need. At the conclusion of the meal, he took the teacher's bowl, again meaning the Buddha is going to talk, to let him to pronounce the words of thanksgiving. The words of thanksgiving. What that words can be? Anybody know? Okay, whatever. Thanksgiving. So the Westerner would understand it. "Reverend sir," said he, "as I stood in this place when the monks were putting on their robes and watched them, I saw this and that, and I did this and that." And at the beginning, he told the Buddha the whole story. The Buddha listened to his words, right? And said to him, "Brahmin, a wise man, by doing good works, time after time, little by little, gradually removes the stains of his own evil deeds." Let it next to him so he can eat, and the drink you can move next to the bowl. Remove that one instead. That's the wiser thing to do than to remove his food. Put it next to him, please. Next to, okay? The food a little bit nearby. Come on, eat more, okay? Yeah? Now eat more food and drink. Yeah, good boy you are. All right. So the Buddha saying that, and then he pronounced the following stanza. By gradual practice, from time to time, little by little, let the sage blow off his own blemishes, just as a smith with silver. Can he reach his food? Yeah, push a little bit. Okay, now this is another story. But it was not a very interesting story, but it's about doing good work and earning merit. The bondswoman Puna, I think I read that to you, right? Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Treasure Kaput, I read that already. The single rope already. The naked ascetic also already. Yeah. Copper Tooth, the thief killer already. Wow, I read a lot. Husband honorer, we didn't read. Okay, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I even read to you the story of the one who criticized everybody. Yeah? The one who don't speak, he criticizes the one who speak. Detail, he criticizes too long. The one he make it simple, simplified, he also criticizes. So when he comes to the Buddha don't say anything anymore. He just say everybody will be criticized anyway, one way or another. Okay. What happened now? You want to eat more or not? No more bone for until later, okay? No. You had enough, okay? Maybe later. You eat your food. It's more nutritious. Don't be so spoiled, okay? Just biscuits and bone. That's not the way for the dog to grow. Yeah. Who loves you? Who love you? So spoiled. Look at you, huh? Good boy. You look strong. Yeah. You had enough. What's this? Is it good? You want to serve yourself. It's not a self-service restaurant. Huh? Am I your waiter or something? Do I have tip after that? You really like this, huh? Oh, next time I don't let you come here anymore. You keep eating this. It's not too good. All right. Maybe it's good. Who knows? Yeah? It's good for you. Go eat it over there. Sit and eat. Sorry. Okay. I don't know. I read it, but I forgot. You could eat this forever, no? Yeah, but this is not real food, is it? Huh? So spoiled. Look at him. He's so big already. Look at that, huh? Eating only this. It make you fat. I read some of this, but it's not very interesting. Not like exciting like those stories we read before, huh? Right? Because maybe the translation also. Did I read you story, The Certain Monk? No. The lay disciple Atula, I read it to you already. Shinsa. This is not very interesting. I read some of them. Let me check. It's not very... Maybe I should not read it first. Okay, never mind. I read this story. It's a little bit more interesting. I read this one also already. If I did not read it, then I will just read it to you. You see what I mean? I read already, and I think it's a little bit, maybe some other time. There's a story about the 5 laymen. The title is There is no fire like lust. This instruction was given by the Buddha while he was in the residence at Jetavana with reference to 5 lay disciples. The story goes that these 5 men went to the monastery desiring to hear the Dharma, the teaching from the Buddha. Did you feel any better? Really? You have to rub it, a couple of times a day. Before you sleep, and whenever it has pain, it's harmless. Huh? Just warm up a little bit, the circulation better. I guess you sit too long also. What happened? You can't eat anymore, baby. You eat this. Push that there for him. He was eating it, and then somebody disturbed him. Yeah. And then he remembers something else, If he was eating and something disturbed him, then he stopped. He won't eat again. Until maybe many, many hours later. And here, because he saw this, he remembered it, so he don't even want to go back there. Eat that. Eat your food. Huh? Be a good boy. You don't keep looking at me. I'm not giving you anything anymore, even if you're crying. Okay. So, and having saluted the teacher, meaning the Buddha, sat down respectfully on one side. Now, in the case of the Buddhas, no such thought ever enters their mind as the following. And no Buddha have a thought like this, like the following. This man is a Khatriya, this man is a Brahmin, this is a rich man, this is a woman. I will teach the Dharma to this man in such a way as to exalt him. I will not do so, however, in the case of this other man. It matters not with reference to what subject the Buddhas teach the Dharma. They place reference for the Dharma before all else, and teach the Dharma as though they were bringing down the celestial river from the sky. Meaning the Buddha just teach them if they came to him. Yeah, it doesn't matter if this person is rich or poor, or less favorable than the other person. Yeah. So here Buddha is teaching 5 persons because they came and asked him. Maybe initiation or something. I say no. In, oh, no. What part of no you don't understand? Huh? I love you. It's too much of that food. No good. No good. A kiss instead. Nah? Kiss. All right. But though the Tathagata, mean the Buddha, taught the Dharma in this way to the 5 men who sat about him, one of the 5, even as he sat there, fell asleep. Sound familiar, no? Another sat and dug the earth. Nope. Can somebody put this up there for me? Put this up there. I'll take some. No, that's for later, in case. I really mean it this time, okay? It's not too good for you to eat this thing too much of fatty fat. Another sat and dug the earth with his finger, playing with dirt. Sit there and just dig. Dig in the earth with his finger. Another sat and shook a tree. Yeah, we have olive tree outside. Another gazed at the sky. Wow, all sound familiar to me. No. Okay. only one listened attentively to the Dharma. So all four of them had issues. Yeah, only one is listening to the Buddha. Oh! You playing with this? Oh my God! 5 person came. Only one person really listened. How many are you listening here? Huh? How many is listening to me? All right. Even sat and shook the tree. God. What for they came to the Buddha if they're just doing that? One is looking at the stars, sky, one is shaking the tree, and one is digging the earth with the finger, playing. And one is fell asleep. Yeah. We have it here too. some occasions. All right. So as the elder monk, the monk Ananda, stood there fanning the teacher. Oh, now I know he's fanning the teacher, the Buddha. Nobody told us that he's fanning the Buddha before. We just heard that he's the Buddha's attendant, but we never heard that he's fanning the Buddha like that. Right. He observed the conduct of the 5 men and said to the Buddha, Reverend Sir, normally they would say world honored one, or Tathagata, or dear Buddha. Okay. You are teaching the Dharma even as thunders, the thunder, which accompanies a heavy rain. But even as you teach the Dharma, these men sit doing this and that. So the Buddha said, Ananda, do you not know these men? No, sir, I do not know them. Okay, the Buddha said, of these 5 men, he that sits there and sound asleep was reborn as a snake in 500 states of existence, in 500 lifetime. And in each of these states of existence, he laid his head in his coils and fell asleep. Therefore, at the present time also he is sound asleep. So now you know, if you snore, then we call you snake. Or ex-snake, former snake. Yeah. Not a sound I make enters his ear. I'm not surprised. But Reverend Sir, but word honored one. In many stories they say word honored one. They don't say Reverend Sir. Well, I guess they say, like masters or something, but not Reverend Sir. Tell me, was this in successive states of existence or at intervals? Ananda, at one time this man was reborn as a human being, at another time as a god even, wow, and at another time as a snake. So that means he was not reborn as a snake 500 consecutive life, but in meantime, sometime a human, sometime a god even. Probably lower god. Wow, even a god can be reborn as a snake again. You watch it. Don't feel too proud of your merit or your state of spiritual practice. Okay. Indeed, it would be impossible, even with the knowledge of omniscience, to determine exactly the number of times he has undergone rebirth at intervals. But in 500 states of existence, he was reborn as a snake and fell asleep. Not even yet is he sated with sleep. No! Go outside. Move. Out. Now. You make too much noise. Go. Okay. The man who sits there scratching, scratching the earth with his finger was reborn in 500 successive states of existence as an earthworm and burrow into the earth. Hence he digs the earth at the present time also and fails to hear my voice. Ooh. Ta ta ta. The man who sits there shaking a tree was reborn in 500 successive states of existence as a monkey, and from sheer force of habit acquired in previous states of existence, he still continues to shake a tree, hoping coconut fall down. I think. He didn't say what tree, but a monkey, they do that. So then they climb up, get some coconut tree, and just, bang their butt with coconut tree, hoping it to open. Oh, I felt terrible. I saw it on TV. So he still continues to shake a tree, and the sound of my voice does not enter his ears. They did really want to come to listen to the Buddha's teaching, but the sheer force of karma from former lives make them doing what they do, doing what they did. Okay, right. So be careful. What are you guys doing? I'm just checking. Anybody asleep? Then we know. 500 lifetime snakes. Did anybody shake my olive trees outside? Huh? Leave them alone, huh? They did nothing wrong to you. Trees do have feeling, Okay. All right. Anyone else is scratching the earth today? Sitting there and just digging or writing stuff? All right. The Brahmin who sits there gazing at the sky was reborn in 500, always 500, successive states of existence as an what? Astrologer. Looking at the stars. And therefore today also he gazes at the sky just the same. Hey, you don't have to take all this off. Coughing is normal. Huh? Understand? It makes a lot of work for nothing. Even if I blow my nose, so what? I still look pretty afterward or before that, People understand. I work hard, so I get sick sometimes. You guys sometimes bring presents, unwelcome presents. I told you I don't take any gift, but you still give. So I get sick sometimes. It's normal, okay? No problem. Yeah. Don't make me too wholesome, like I'm never sick, I'm never weak, I'm never ill. I am all that, okay? Because of? How did you know? How could you guess? My God. Psychic power, huh? All right. I'm not very proud of it, but hey, don't try to hide it. Yeah. If you're looking for Buddhas or a master who is never sick, who is never laugh, who is never cry, who is never smile, who is never show any emotion or any human's feeling, then that is the one for you. You sit there. Huh? You see that? You see the black Buddha there? That's the one you should bow to. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how I got that Buddha there. But I like Buddha statues. Yeah. I don't bow to him or anything. It's just a respect, for a great master. Yeah. So much sacrifice he made in order to earn enough merit to be the masters of these idiots, of those idiots. Yeah, not these, those idiots. Yeah, as the story goes, you know it. Yeah, the love of the Buddha must be so immense that he undergo all that again to earn the merit in this physical world so that he can teach physical being and share the merit to save them. Yeah? See what I mean? Because the Buddha, in some story, he admit that he has been a Buddha immeasurable time, immeasurable aeons ago. He's not the first time became Buddha Shakyamuni under the Bodhi tree. No, has been Buddha a long, long time. But in order to teach those, I don't know what they call it again, yeah, or whoever, the one who dig the earth and the one who shake the tree and the one who gaze at and the one who snore, yeah? If you don't call them idiot, what do you call them, huh? Sorry if I offend anybody. You're not digging anything anyway, right? So I'm not offending you, so it's okay. I'm safe with you. It's just that so much sacrifice, yeah. But I like the Buddha statues because it's very simple and peace. You know, it represents simplicity and peace. Yeah. It doesn't look suffering, understand? It reminds you that we can all become peaceful like that, you know? I become Buddha, yeah. And it seems like a peaceful energy, you know, a peaceful representative. Because if any others, then it feel calm, you know what I mean? Yes. Remind you to meditate, you see what I mean? Because the Buddha, most of the Buddha statues, or either he's sitting in meditation, yeah, or he also sitting calmly or teaching, yeah, with his hands, or he's reclining on the right side and also very calm. Always kind of restful, understand? Restful and peaceful. Yeah. There is no symbol of vexation or symbol of any violence or war, you know, about the Buddha statues. That's why it is good to have it. If you want to, it doesn't matter.